Okay, so that packet you just did, we're actually going to apply to real life. Now, to solve the problems correctly, you need to put labels, okay? 10% of my paycheck is spent on groceries. If I spend $300 of my paycheck on groceries, how much money's in my paycheck? Now, you see that word of? Whenever you have that word of, you're going to take your percent and do the 100% over it, under it. So 10% over 100%, okay? That's your percent. Why don't you cross that off once you placed it. Now over here you have to label, okay? This will always be labeled total, and this will be labeled what I've circled. Spent on groceries. So 10% of my paycheck is spent on groceries. If I spend $300 of my paycheck on groceries, how much money's in my paycheck? Now start up here. How much money did you spend on groceries? $300. You are finding the total, okay? So 10 to X, it'd be 10X, and then I can take 100 times 300. And then divide it by 10, and I get 3,000. So how much money is in my paychecks? $3,000. The label will be the same as it is up there. Okay. Next one, 20% of the land in the United States is covered by mountains. If there are 200,000 square miles in the United States, how many are covered by mountains? So again, that word of means you set the 20% over 100%. Okay. Now you need to label. You got total here, because that's what 100% stands for. And up here you got covered by mountains. How much was actually covered by mountains? No, it's not 200,000. Read it. It just says there are 200,000 square miles in the U.S. That doesn't mean they're not covered by mountains, so we don't have the covered by mountains amount. So 200,000 is the total. Okay, then you cross multiply and divide. So 20 times 200,000 divided by 100, 40,000. Okay, square miles, so this is going to be square miles as well. Okay. Percent, square miles, Okay, 45% of the trolls in the Magic Forest had happy faces. If 200 trolls had happy faces, how many trolls were there altogether? So does that percent have an of after it? Yep, so it lines up over 100. Now you got to label the other side. This is the total, and this is how many had happy faces. Okay, how many trolls had happy faces? Okay, we have that. We know that's 200. So I'm finding my total. Okay, so I would take 45 times X is equal to 100 times 200. And then I can just divide by 45. Okay, just put 444. Okay, if it's not a money problem, just round 444. Trolls. Okay, I can bench press 200% of my body weight. If I can bench press 500 pounds, what's my body weight? So again, of means it goes over 100. Okay, now this is the total. Even though this is going to be higher than the total, just stick with it. Bench press. Okay, how much actually can I bench press? Well, I know it's 500. I don't know the total. Okay. So 200 times X equals 100 times 500. Well, I can take 100 times 500 and then divide by 200. 250. Okay, next problem. 40% of the students in school dressed up for Spirit Day. If 120 dressed up for Spirit Day, how many students are in school? So again, the percent says of after it. So when it does, it goes over 100. Now you got a label over here so you know where stuff goes. You got your total on the bottom, and up top is dressed up for Spirit Day. Okay, how many dressed up for Spirit Day? Well, I know that. It's 120. I am finding the total. So 40 times x equals 100 times 120. So I can take 100 times 120 and then just divide by 40. Okay, 300. It'd be 300 students. Okay. That should say students after it, sorry. Okay, last problem in the video. 60% of the roads need to be reconstructed. If there are 300 roads, how many need to be reconstructed? So of after the percent means it goes over 100%. Then on top here you got total, and then those that need to be reconstructed are taken out of the total. Need to be reconstructed. You got a label over here. Okay, how many roads need to be reconstructed? We don't know. That's what they're asking me. There's 300 roads, but it doesn't say those need to be reconstructed. There's a comma after it. Okay, so we don't have the need to be reconstructed. What we have instead is the total, and I'm finding how many need to be reconstructed. Okay, so 160 times 300 is equal to 100 times x, so I get to take 60 times 300 and then divide by 100, and I get 180. 180 rows.